So that's unfortunate, specifically for anyone who Sen sees as an opponent. But also, I have pressed the record button as required.
Oh, right. Hi, welcome to GURPS Wars, a homebrew GURPS Star Wars game, and the rules are very homebrew, and some of them are broken, but they're fun. With me are Crash and Ellie and EO, and we're doing the Logistics Apprentices, and does anyone want to explain what happened last time?
Other people did some boring, violent things while I was trying to have a perfectly nice dinner with my friend Sandcast. He didn't know I was going to have a dinner with him, but that's never stopped me before.
Someone was in the kitchen with Sen, but then they went to the green room, and now they're having a lay down. Meanwhile, Ran has been running back and forth across the dining area because there are fires, metaphorical, I hope, to the north and the south, and every turn, a different fire looks more important.
Sen, do you remember what you were doing?
Well, I scared someone to death and then made sure they were dead, and then the cops showed up. And I put away my lightsaber.
That's about right. You chase someone through the kitchen and, yep, that's about right. And then the cops are right outside that door up to the south that you can't see past because it's closed. You hear them loudly going, hey, what's all this then?
So the cops graduated from the Monty Python School of Police.
Look, if you come in guns blazing, you don't give people a chance to bribe you.
I can bribe them with this perfectly good table. No, stay there. I'll send it to you. That is out of character, even though it was an in-character voice.
Mm-hmm. Well, you haven't met
Also,
the
it's not
cops
Rand's
coming
turn.
in yet. Yep, that too. Mental image. And Tuxa, coming down a staircase in slow motion, with Sen and Ran flanking her. See, she accidentally steps on the hem of her dress and begins to fall. She grabs for Ran's and Sen's hands, and together they tumble in slow motion down the stairs.
This would not happen because Ran would just stop and Tuxa from falling. He's done it before.
Oh, I don't know. I could totally see Ran having the causing the slow motion tumble. You know, no one's getting hurt. You're just all sort of spinning through space.
I refuse. If anyone's going to tumble, it's going to be one of my opponents, or a cacti. But I repeat myself. And it won't be slow motion. It will be very quick and violent, especially for the cactus.
Indeed. In any case, let's see. While I suspect we are going to be falling out of pure combat time, I'm going to keep combat tracker up so I don't get too distracted to know if anyone's been being too quiet. Because if you're being too quiet, something's going... Well, never mind.
It means we made a stealth check.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Or failed our perception
Sen
check.
Okay. Sen has put away their lightsaber. Next up is an NPC, Sandcast, who is fascinatedly eyeing Antuxa, who, as I recall, last made everything go shaky shake, sort of.
Yes. Well, I
So
asked
you're-
someone very politely to make everything go shaky shake.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. It was wonderful.
But looks like you did it, which has Sandcast doing a certain amount of, so you're the real deal, huh?
That's what they tell me, darling.
Well, if we can get out of here before too many cops show up... Oh, that's right. I can add these suckers to the combat tracker. I think I should. Just as he says that, from outside, there are yells that imply that the cops have indeed shown up. And I'll just put the cops into their spots. Oh, that's so sad. You're all so sad and slow. Poor slow cops.
We are once again reminded what outfit Antuxa is wearing for the evening. The one that looks like it is on fire. It is not actually on fire,
It just looks like it's on fire.
but I
It's all
do believe
black
that
and
the train is not dragging on the ground because there are anti-grav. I believe the correct term that was given was doohickeys.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered a thing, but those are keeping it slightly off the ground. And I still think it'd be funny if they kept their relative position to Intuxa, so that when Intuxa turns 90 degrees, they go and take a swing at anyone who was behind her.
I mean, they probably do, but it's probably got a little bit of a lag. So they take a swing on the next turn. Sandcast goes, and there's the cops. Great. He heaves himself back up into the chair because there's no one with guns currently visible. And I wind up having to fix the... Okay. Yeah, sure. That one's dead. Skip the dead one. This one, you don't see what he's doing. He's getting arrested. That's what he's doing. That one's also getting arrested. Hi, Ran.
Hello! I'm running out of things I think I can do. But, for now, do I want to rescue Ceiling Chair? Or do I want to... By the way, I named that previous episode Ceiling Chair. Which people who subscribe to the show will have known it by now. But that's for future people and people on the Patreon. But in any case, I could try to get Ceiling Chair. But instead, I think I am going to make a beeline towards our concussed friend back there. So, measuring does not allow me to move. In case anyone was wondering, I have learned this. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm upside down. Which I'm not changing, because that's a new thing with 13, and I think it's funny. It changes the direction your character is facing based on which way you've moved last. Which I think is... It's a neat feature if all of your icons look like they're top down. But if it's just a character portrait, it just makes it very funny. And there's nothing else that I can do, so that's all I'm going to do.
Yes, I'm putting some little things to note that one of them is possibly not dead. You just threw a table at him, and someone got severely knocked out. And should possibly be rolling to see if anyone's going to stabilize him. But, the cops are here. They can do that if they feel like it. The life of a mobster is what it is. Okay, you've done your movement. You're now upside down slightly. You've gone off that direction. All right. Next. Under the mental influence of Ventuxa, even yet, the blonde bimbo is not the right word, but it's also not really the wrong word. Gal is sniffling a bit and just sort of sitting there on the floor because reasons. Pardon me, fighting with other hardware. That's blight. Is she doing anything? Nah. Pick this up. Scroll out on this lovely large map so I can see who's doing what. That's arresting someone. That's arresting someone. Arresting.
How many Famog cops
Tuxie.
does it take to arrest a mobster? It takes 4. 1 to count the money, and 3 to hold them up.
Possibly. Very, very possibly. Antuxa, you may continue a bit of conversation.
It does seem like there's something of a scuffle outside. What direction would you suggest we go if we were to get out of here?
It turns out these egg-shaped pods that you've been sitting in can seal up, and then rockets lift them
Out
through the ceiling. Yes.
Sadly, no. Sandcast sighs.
And I'll form the exquisite outfit.
Thank you, Ellie. I'm just picturing Voltron wearing a fabulous dress. When Voltron summons the magical sword thing, the anime wind in space causes the ripples in the dress that are in a way where it's only like 13 frames, but it repeats over and over again. Looks very majestic.
Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to create that animation. Just saying.
Indeed. Well, this is a bit of a nuisance. Zencast sighs and goes, cops are going to be at the front and the back, and there aren't a lot of other places to squeeze out of on short notice. Best we just sit here, and the guy was aiming for me. I mean, he was yelling my
Indeed.
name. I'm the victim here.
You certainly are. They showed up
So-
and started shooting at you. You had every
Exactly.
right to defend yourself.
Hey,
I'll be happy to tell the police that.
I'm not even sure we fired much of a shot. Okay, boys, put away the guns. He will put away the guns. His people will put away their guns. I am going to be extremely concerned about my files, because that is not the right one. Crash, can you hit pause for a moment? I'm fighting with Foundry.
Right. Are we back? Are we back? Wonderful.
We're back.
Didn't even think I had time to go to craft services, so I've just been standing here the entire time, and my drinks are over there.
And
It's
I
tragic.
said, punchline.
It's true. She did say that.
Sandcast will laugh appreciatively. Oh, wait, we're on. And Tuxa, you have been informed that there are probably no ways out that are not covered by cops. And besides, he's the victim here.
All right. Then I'll keep taking sips of my drink. If we can't
Sure.
leave, and we're not in trouble, then let's have a nice dinner.
I'll make sure something's ordered. I'll have to get another chair over here. Well, nah, Cassie can sit here, right? Cassie sitting. Apparently her name is Cassie, the blonde. Sort of sits there and goes, "Oh,
Dan Cass and Cassie.
I don't need to go home." Yeah, you like the name. The bodyguards are putting their guns away.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. Don't worry about going home just yet. Stay and enjoy the company.
Technically, she gets a will roll. You made it by 6. She failed. So, okay. I guess if nobody's shooting, then nice to meet you. My name's Cassie.
My name is Antuxa Kovelin. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I'm gonna sit here until my legs aren't wobbly, and then I'm gonna come over, right, honey? Sandcast goes, "That's right. Hey, guys, give her a hand up, right?" The guards will help her be standing up. Next up is
All the way at the top of the order.
Sen. There appears to be some cops having a conversation, no longer quite as loud as it was, with some other voice. They appear to be asking what the other person has been doing, that they are hanging around the back door of the Blue Orchid. There are indistinct answers being given, which are, well, indistinct. The kind of indistinct answers that someone who has no good explanation would give when they're trying to explain their way out of it.
As a teacher,
know,
I know these
I think-
explanations.
I think that in this case, the better part of Valor is heading back into the main room.
You're just gonna leave that corpse for the staff to clean up.
Yep. He's dead. It's not my problem anymore.
You know, every now and then I try to explain these games to other friends of mine. And the most recent time, I'm saying this for the recording because the three of you have heard this before. The friend kept going, "Yes, but you're Sith. How does any of this work? You're Sith." And this right here, this is how it works.
Sith accountants, to be precise. But, well, yes.
Look, they're dead. They're not going to pay taxes. They're the other surety.
I assume that they're the cops' problem now.
Sen.
For anybody listening, Beth arrived very late, and we started more or less on time. So we didn't get a chance to talk beforehand, and everybody's a little bit distracted.
Details. Aren't we usually?
I'm sorry, what?
Sen comes strolling out from the kitchen door. Saunter, saunter.
At an angle.
I mean, it's a jaunty angle.
Thank
yes,
you.
why am
was
I
saying
at an angle? How do I
because,
fix that?
If you
What
hold,
you do? Mhm.
if you hold, now it's not working. I have my character selected. There we go. You have your character selected. Hold Shift and press the down arrow, and you'll be right side up.
And if you want it to not happen again, you have to open your configuration, the little gear there, and let's see, where is it? There's a...
In the appearance tab, there's a lock artwork rotation.
That's the one.
Checkbox.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
I refuse to check that. My character will somersault if I go north.
Ran, no.
It's Ran. Ran's usually dancing and occasionally upside down.
Look, I'm just saying, and this is not a canonical role. I made telekinesis self by 11. I can somersault if I want to. I can leave
And leave
Cass's
your
friends
friends
behind.
We all get the same call and response.
I'm just saying, I'm a man without a hat.
You got the sunglasses, though, apparently.
Deal with it. I had a hat. Someone told me that it was a faux pas to bring it on this particular trip. It's not in
it was
fashion,
pretty
she said.
horrible ratty hat.
Yes,
Not in fashion.
I had it broken in. Broken is the key word. I'm acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it looked fine.
You're busy being arrested. You're busy trying to explain yourself. And Ran.
Okay, I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm getting closer and closer to the stairs that lead up to the stage, where a certain yellow Twi'lek is, they were crawling towards the door, and they probably still are, but I imagine that from Rand's perspective, he can't really tell for sure at this particular angle. But he knows that
That's
were.
about right. That's about right. Cassie is helped to stand up and starts coming around slowly, which is therefore going to cause her to do a little bit of that. And I'm going to lock her rotation now that I'm here because, well, I don't need her turning somersaults. The cops are busy arresting people. And, well, one of them is anyway. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. From the front door, what is blatantly a cop wanders in and encounters the unconscious thug there who got hit by a table, and there is in fact a table right here, so what do you know? He goes down on one knee and goes, does the, is he dead, etc., and calls over his shoulder, hey, we got an unconscious one over here. I'm just going to throw you into the blue Twi'lek, who was cowering behind the little greeting podium. It's not a podium. Greeting lectern. Scrambles up and throws herself essentially into the poor man's arms. He goes, oof. What's your move? 2, 3, 4, 5. You can just barely see at the door, as I lock artwork rotation on yet another thing, a dark green Twi'lek fellow who comes in, opens the door, and basically is standing over the unconscious thug with his hands on his hips, looking extremely sigh. He has such a sigh.
Can we talk about how his hat has cutouts on the side?
For the Leku, yes.
Can we address that this is a thing that has been done that amuses me highly?
Well, the hat's got to fit somehow, right? If that fits, step on it. No, wait.
If the hat fits, yeah. But this amuses me greatly. However, I don't think the hat would be able to maintain its structural integrity without science fiction materials being integrated into the hat. Fortunately, this is Star Wars. It's a
I mean,
space
it's probably
hat.
got little straps. It's
It's a
got little
spat.
straps that go
See the
under
little straps.
the spat. Yeah, see? There's little straps.
I just, it's a audio media, and we're looking at visual cues, and I need the audience to understand what we're looking at because it
Spats.
amuses me greatly. Yes, spats are for head, as opposed to the spats that go on shoes. Space spats would also be spats.
Spats. He looks so done. The amount of done that he looks is extremely done.
He looks somewhat envious of the unconscious mobster.
It's not so much envious of the unconscious mobster as it is there's an unconscious mobster here, and this means someone's going to have to file paperwork. And even if he's not the one filing the paperwork, he's the one who's going to have to, deal with the paperwork.
Yes, and the unconscious mobster doesn't have to deal with paperwork. They're unconscious. And later people will be
Indeed.
filing paperwork about them, and they won't be trusting the mobster to do the paperwork themselves. So the mobster's just going to get away with, being incarcerated, or owing lots of money, or having to
Or
deal
something
with
like
their
that.
mob boss, or all three of those things. But it won't be paperwork.
No. Well, let's see, he doesn't have that one. All right. And Tuxa.
I continue to have a lovely time with Mr. Sandcats.
He is glad that you and Cassie here don't have any problems with each other. He sometimes worries about, girls.
No, of course not.
Cassie, no, of course not. Tuxa seems nice to me. She's been real reassuring.
I do my best. Oh, let me scoot back just a bit so you can get through, dear.
Oh, thanks. That will happen on my next go-round. The bodyguards reseat themselves. And 1, 2. Sen. Oh, look, there's a couple of cops down at the other front door there.
Sen is going to continue making their way away from the dead thug. Their work here is done, and they did in fact do something.
The thug was like that when Sen got there. And so they left
No,
because it
no,
wasn't
he
Sen's
was
problem. We're working on our cover story. Sen, the thug was dead when you got there. Some masked vigilante came in and stabbed them with it was a blue lightsaber, wasn't it? I'm fairly sure it was blue.
Might have been green.
It could have been green. I'm colorblind.
Look, a bunch of thugs came in with guns. Whatever I did was self-defense.
Despite the fact that you were chasing down someone who was fleeing. Yes, self-defense.
It could have come back.
/ defensive crowd. He might have gone and shot the staff.
Indeed, indeed.
He was heading right for somebody else. Maybe.
Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. There's no one to
I'm
say,
supposed to let them kill the civilians.
and there's nothing to say that he wasn't raising his gun at you when you stabbed him.
Right.
No one else was there. They'd have to interrogate his ghost, and he probably didn't leave one.
It wasn't so much self-defense as self-retaliation. Any case, Rand doesn't even know a murder took place. Rand highly suspects someone ran full tilt into the kitchen and then walked out, looking much more calm. It is quite possible a murder took place.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Rand's problem.
You people have left me all of these. Yes, there's.
You caused this problem
Tuxedo
yourself.
Mask. Looking at all the gifts. No, I did not cause the problem with the gifts. You people are the ones who made the gifts. So, Sen, are you doing anything besides walking casually past all of the people who are just sort of sitting there and doing a certain amount of is it over, is it over? Okay.
Dear listener, Beth does a lot of work making these maps. They are great maps, and they fit the setting very well. These are all the high points. The downside is, when we are in combat and can only move 5 hexes at a time, it is a
They're
very
large maps, some
big
of them.
map.
Sorry about that.
Not as big as the one where the Bucephalus was just sitting there on one side of the map, and we clicked in drug, and it still took 30 seconds for us to get to the other side of the map.
That was fun.
It was fun. I learned I could Tokyo drift.
Yes, you could
I could
swivel
change
your...
my orientation while I was being dragged across the map. Yes, but this is why my turns are like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next. Also, is it my turn? Is it still my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. It's your
Okay.
turn now.
Okay.
I skipped over Sandcast, who's basically not being terribly
1,
entertaining
2,
at the moment.
3, 4, 5. I am now at the top of the stairs.
Yep. You are, in fact, at the top of the stairs.
Oh, look, someone is not there.
Whoops.
They are moving at a speed. I am moving at a speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to publish to Missed Connections. You were a yellow Twi'lek who threatened the life of myself and some future associates. I am ex-military and very upset with you.
Oh, the concussed one is running?
Running
is not the word.
Yeah, that's why I was,
They are somewhat ambulatory, for a limited definition of the word ambulatory.
and about to go out the door that the cops are behind.
Well, there's a reason why some of the GIFs I've been posting have been crawling GIFs.
He is on his way to the door that there are cops right behind.
He's gonna have a worse day. His day started off bad with a chair to the face, and now it's just gonna get... Actually, no, it started off bad with him falling off the stage. Oddly.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfingers. He rolled a nat 1.
I should have stayed where I was and turned invisible to watch.
Alas.
Missed opportunities. Rand understands. He was zigzagging back and forth through the very large room. And it's the Mog Cop one's
I could
turn.
go back.
Send me back. I need to go back. That's going to look great. The cops look over to see Sen walk out of the kitchen, see the cops turn around and go back through the kitchen door. Clearly not dressed like staff. The smell of burnt flesh is coming from the kitchen, which is not always the smell that comes from the kitchen, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
Depends
Okay,
on what's been ordered.
Stop chittering around. Okay. You are making an arrest. You are comforting a sobbing Twi'lek gal. Okay. With a sigh, the green Twi'lek in the police uniform navigates his way around the unconscious thug, around the fallen table. Well, it's not really fallen, it's kind of on its side. He pauses to turn the table right side up. And Tuxa, you can scooch back. Cassidy has gotten past you, and Cassie, rather. And we will just pretend that she's in the love seat there, snugged up with Sandcass.
Okay. I will start hinting, I think, at the artifacts that he has that I would like to take a look at.
Ah.
I'm not going to say
sure.
anything directly, but
You're a connoisseur
You know-
of certain artworks.
yes.
I can see why. Yeah. Savoir-faire high society, made by one. Yep. Well, considering that you seem to have, you and your friends have been mighty helpful. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Cassie, you won't mind if we invite somebody else to dinner. I mean, Cassie, well, if it's just to dinner. He pats her on the knee. Just business, hon, just business. You're not business. Oh, good, she goes. Giggle, giggle. Kind of nervous, but you know.
I want there to be a game where somebody is in that role, but instead of giggling, they actually do say giggle, giggle. Because they learned how to be in that role from reading books. And in the books, it said giggle, giggle. Or worse, they
Or the
learned it
fanfic.
from reading fan fiction.
Or comics.
Well, I suppose it is okay if it is just dinner. Giggle, giggle.
Right.
I learned something recently about the Flash Gordon movie, in which Brian Blessed got very much into his part, and they kept asking him to stop saying pew pew when laser guns were being fired. But no, he had to add the automatopoeia.
I think I've heard that
Apparently,
yeah, Ellie, I think is getting the first one too. Go for it, Ellie.
Ewan McGregor and Ray Park both had that issue on Phantom Menace.
Vroom, vroom.
They were told repeatedly, you have to stop making the lightsaber noises.
Also in I think it's Last Jedi, either that or the other one. I think it's Last Jedi, where the gal who, spoiler, blows a hole in the giant dreadnought via ship-to-ship combat. She's shooting at something, and if you watch very carefully, you can see that she is quietly going pew, pew, pew as she shoots.
Release the cut where their voices aren't muted during those scenes. Release it, you cowards.
Yes. Yes.
I want to see a very serious looking Jedi going vroom, vroom with their mouth as they swing their laser sword around. I want to see Han Solo yelling pew pew as he blows holes in people.
I got reprimanded as a Padawan for going Vwoom Vwoom while I swung my lightsaber around.
Poor Sen.
Oh,
And
I
Jason,
love that
you
this
have
joke
any-
has ended up with canon.
Yes. And Tuxa, you've secured an invitation back to his place to look at actual artifacts and not at the etchings. Cassie gets to see the etchings.
Fair.
Do you wish to secure any other concessions from the people in your corner?
Well, it would be nice, but not required, if my friends could come too, just so they could see what I'm looking at.
No problem. I have a feeling you people managed to seriously save a lot of bloodshed. Probably a chunk of it mine, and I'd rather not be shedding any more blood just now.
Indeed.
He sighs.
It really helps that the one person who was killed, the wound was instantly cauterized. No blood was shed at all.
Anything
And
else?
that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I have moved. I have rolled a thing.
There is a sound. Give me a perception roll, Rand, just for grins. Just for grins.
Sometimes I think you make me roll perception this often because you know I have a hard time finding it.
Eventually you'll find it. That doesn't look good.
No, that
Missed
was
by one.
That was 2 6s and a 1. Could have been worse, but
Oh yeah, that
still
could have
wasn't
been a
good.
6 or a 5. Yeah. That could have been a 6. That could have been a 6 or a 5. Then that would have been hilarious. Okay, Sen. Strolling along.
Mm-hmm.
I will skip past the people who aren't doing much of anything useful. Ran.
Oh, me again.
You again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hello there.
You see, well, first of all, there's the gunman who is looking very much bruised, battered, and like someone threw a chair at him after he was down.
Oh, I
And
should have specified
Held the chair.
as I was going up the stairs, I did step around the honest chair.
Yes.
So named
The
because
chair,
it says
honest.
chair honest.
Yeah, that's because the only icon I had for it was a camp bunk.
You could have hand drawn a chair, like we've done before.
Not very quickly.
Anyway, yes, I do see them, and it looks like I also see someone over there. A
In a
grizzled
cop outfit. Yeah, there's a cop who's looking around, looking up the stairs, and has a weapon drawn. A pistol,
Well, I'm completely unarmed, therefore I'm not a threat.
one presumes. I'm going to give him a vision roll, too. Let's see how bad that is. Okay, he is dividing his attention between the bright yellow Twi'lek at the top of the stairs, something that is outside of Rand's sight pattern that is apparently like directly in front of the door that the cop came in, and you can't see it, and he does not appear to be waving his blaster at you. He does appear to be covering the rest of the room with it, though. sort of glancing back and forth and ready to swing it at any moment. Any comments? Besides the hello there.
My friend, I don't believe you need to flee in terror. It looks like the cops are here. So, any ruffians are quickly being arrested. Here, let me help
Groans
you
the
up.
yellow Twi'lek. I'm gonna barf.
Ah, well, as I help you up, I will have you facing in this direction. Let's try not to get it on the
Nah.
stairs. Come on.
Nah.
You took a serious blow to the head. More than one, I think.
Uh,
So, your feelings are valid. But it's best that you try to remain conscious.
no.
Yes, I understand.
Criff.
I've been there. But it's important for you to remain conscious until you've seen medical attention. Concussions are no laughing matter.
Criff. Criffing. Cops. Criff.
Well, they're just doing their duty. They're here to protect you and me. Now, if we could just, find a place for you to sit down and rest while staying awake, this will all be like a bad dream soon enough.
If you work at it and possibly do a semi-subtle telekinesis other role, you can get him sitting up on the top of the stairs. Although, as you are talking,
I made it by 11. He apparently is very good at situating himself on the stairs. I barely need to do anything.
However, the cop does see you starting this and see this all and finally hear you and go, hey, you, what are you doing? You with him?
No,
Freeze.
not technically with him. I was here with some friends to have a wonderful beverage, and then there was some commotion. I am so glad that you and your associates have shown up.
Yeah, I bet there's a commotion. Who's the killer?
The who now?
The person who put the dead body here.
Oh, well, this is the first time I've ever seen this particular room in my life, so, I wouldn't know. I was having drinks in the main room with my friends.
Groans the yellow Twi'lek.
This particular individual had a nasty fall down the stairs when it all started. Well, isn't that true?
The cop says, ew.
Yeah. Isn't that true, my friend? You were on the stairs. Well, you were on the stage, and then you fell down the stairs and smacked your head on a chair, if I recall.
No. Oh. He is making noises that suggest that he is not feeling well.
Well, understandable. He fell down the stairs and hit his head on a chair.
Mm.
With no outside interference from anyone.
The cop still wants you both to hold still, because clearly things are weird.
Well, yes, things are very weird. And Ran has no interest in going further into the room. There's a dead body in there. Ran would like to not be associated with the dead body.
Indeed.
Ran is going to continue to try to assist the yellow Twi'lek.
Mm-hmm. And Tuxie uses resurgence, healing others on her glass. The alcohol regenerates. Not sure that's how that works.
Pretty sure that is definitely not how that works, considering what alcohol technically is. For the listeners at home who do not know, if I remember correctly, it's bacteria poop.
I'm not drinking that, so that's fine. Bump to Cassie. Cassie is just sort of chattering a bit nervously about how scary that all was, and etc., etc. This cup. With a little bit of shuffling around. Okay, can't I move you? First of all, let's put you into... Oh, I know. How did you fall out of the... Fine, I will put you back in there. Make you roll. There. I don't care if it's your... Alright, I see. I can't move anybody if it's not their turn. Fascinating. Okay. Another cop comes in, Rand can see, dragging a Deveronian, kind of scrawny fellow along behind, who is going to also get his dadgum token to stop dadgum somersaulting.
I love how they're different characters, but both the Deveronian and the grizzled cop icon have their heads at the same angle. So it looks like they're all turning their heads slightly at the same puzzling thing that's taking place.
The thing is that there's a corpse.
That's not wrong. That's truly not wrong.
I mean, they'll make the same expression when they see ceiling chair.
This is also probably not wrong, honestly.
I feel like ceiling chair is less puzzling and more baffling.
A little this, a little that.
Yes, a young lady put it up there. I believe she said her name was Mikola. Said that at least one chair had to be on the floor for her to sit. We tried to convince her that the floor was this way, but she wasn't having it.
The cop that was talking to you goes to the base of the stairs and it says, okay, hands up and keep them where I can see them. We're going to go back over there on the stage.
With all due respect, I wish to comply. However, be aware that when I take my hands off this Twi'lek here, he's likely going to fall over. And he is at the top of another set of stairs. All this happened when he fell down the first set.
Okay, lean him up against the door there.
Okay, here we go. Easy there. Remember, stay awake. You've had a nasty blow to the head. Groaning is good. Groaning means still conscious. Okay, that's good. Wonderful. All right. Now, I am going to slowly stand up and keep my hands where you can see them, not making any sudden motions.
Good. Glad you know the drill.
Well, you have a blaster and I don't. Also, you are the recognized authority here, and I'm not.
Glad you know the drill. Right. Next cop. Scroll.
Also, what Rand is not saying is that he could compress them into a cube, so he's going to humor them.
Mm-hmm.
Like when a small child runs over and points their finger at you and goes bang, bang, and you go, you got me.
2, 3. All right. Slowly strolling, the green Twi'lek police fellow, having righted the table, walks past it a bit, looks around at all the chaos and goes, all right. Turns around. Hey, Sandcats, what's going on? I got shot at. That's what's going on. Who shot at you? I think it was Zafani. Who paid Zafani to shoot at you? Well, how the crap should I know? Maybe he said it. He's got a loud mouth. I don't know. He didn't. He just said that I was a rat. I haven't been talking to you. Have I been talking to you? No, Sandcast, you have not been talking to me. You've been talking to some other cop. Why should I talk to any other cops? Ugh. Who you got with you there? Oh, great, more girls. You got 2 girls this time? I will now cut to Antuxa.
Could we perhaps not have this conversation shouting across a crowded restaurant?
Yeah, you got a point. He will start.
Which one said that?
The green one.
I do appreciate being left in this conversation.
People do like to feel included.
Mm-hmm.
But also I realize that by adding my voice to this conversation, I'm continuing the problem that you asked to be remedied. However, there is a member of law enforcement here with a blaster, so forgive me for not coming over and joining you at this moment.
Incidentally, while you're taking your time to walk over here, what do you say we all take 5?
Good idea.
It is going to take several
we have been
turns.
playing for about an hour. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to shift to non-combat
time.
but I'm still going to keep the combat tracker up so that I can keep track of what people are doing. Otherwise, my brains are not going to be too great.
We continue
so,
at the
hit pause.
precinct. Additional 20 cops are added to the initiative tracker.
No.
And Cop 13 is doing paperwork. Cop 14 is eating a space donut or sponut. Cop 37, where are you? Wait, that's Cop 54. Never mind. I'm going to hit pause now. So, anyway, officer, that's when someone out there said punchline. No, I don't get it either.
Places, everyone. Let's see. I think we left Antuxa suggesting take a break.
After which we could do a short time skip to have everyone walk all the way across the map.
Yeah, pretty much. San, what are you doing? You can move around freely. We are out of combat time. Everyone is sort of sitting around and having hysterics or not as desired.
Oh, look, Rand's up there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of you care, but the singer who got shoved off the stage is basically just sitting and crying sadly and holding her arm.
Oh, is she? Okay, fine.
You don't
Then we'll
have to care.
come over and sit down next to her.
You have a sad human singer who is sitting there unhappily clutching at her arm, which appears, well, it's not. She's the way she's holding it. She's probably fractured it at least.
Right.
Sit over. Sit
It's
over.
over. It's over now.
Okay.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
Yes, the worst is over.
I think I need a doctor. It hurts.
Here it is. Let's, you know what? I bet that all of those cops know how to get hold of a doctor. Come on.
Okay. You can
There
help
you
her
go.
up and take her places.
Sen will head towards the cops.
There's cops that are closer you could head towards. Over there by the dead body that you've never seen before.
I haven't seen those cops, and I don't really want to see those cops. I am going to, well, I can't move her, but I am going to head off towards these cops.
Okay. I will drag her along. I'm going to drag this cop over here because, well,
Hey,
On the
she
table.
got shoved
leaning
off
on it.
the stage when the people with guns showed up. She needs a doctor. Can
Yeah.
we, I don't know how emergency services handle stuff on this planet, but do ambulances come? Can we call one
Yeah,
or
yeah,
call a
okay.
doctor? Or
Yeah, can you let's get drag a chair over for her, would you? Actually, he'll come with. Oh no, look, it's your chairs. He will pull out one of those so that you can be a good Samaritan and put a poor, unhappy singer into a chair there, and I will plonk her there. Swapping on to what other people are doing. Let me just get through. Sandcass and the green Twi'lek fellow are making comments at each other about, no, Sandcass is a perfectly legit businessman in this place. He is just here with his girlfriend, Cassie here. Ain't your usual girl. I'm just here with my girlfriend, Cassie. Yeah, okay, great. Looks like you got two girls. This is my well, this one's not my girlfriend. She's just a girl, and I think we could maybe be friends, but not girlfriends. This is my girlfriend.
Oh
You
my
get the
gosh,
idea.
it's middle school all over again.
It sounds like a couple of tough guys doing middle school, yes, where one of them is trying to claim that there are two girlfriends here, and the other would like his actual girlfriend to not be jealous of the one who is not his girlfriend.
These are the kind of conversations that make sure I don't chaperone the dances. But
What I am, darling, is delighted to meet you.
Right. Charmed, I'm sure. So, you're not a Deveronian, are you?
I don't believe so. If I am, nobody told me.
You don't see many of the girls around, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Understandable.
Okay, I won't try to speak Deveronian to you.
I'm very sorry, dear. I'm from very far away from here. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
I'd say try me, but then you'd probably tell me that you were from, I don't know, Hoth or something.
My goodness, no. Who would want to deal with the chill?
Not me.
And not me.
Good to hear. I'm going to skip to Ran. Ran, you have been bid to either come down or back up onto the stage and drag your friend with you so that the cop can come onto the stage and know what be able to look around.
Oh, certainly. Come
Okay.
on, here we go. Nice and easy. Remember, let's not make any sudden movements we don't want to make our new friends, the police, angry at us or startled in any way. They have a lot of pressures right now.
The cop comes out onto the stage and looks around and calls, "Hey, boss, I think it's Stefani and some human." This produces looking over, obviously.
Oh, they know
What the
you.
Crisco?
We had actually gotten to the point we were exchanging names before the whole commotion went down. First I saw he was falling downstairs.
The Green Twi'lek, whom you can now see, who is standing over by the table, is doing the looking up and going, "I don't know who the human is. Sandcast, you know who the human is?" Sandcast gestures at Antuxa. "I think he might be with my new, not a girlfriend, friend." Look, stop trying to make my girlfriend jealous, would you? Why? They're off again, slightly snarkily. Antuxa, you can reply as desired.
For the record, I'm
Oh, that's Ran. Indeed, that's Ran. He's my certified private accountant. The other one is Sen. They were escorting that singer. I don't know what happened there.
Then waves and says, "Should I come over now?"
If you like, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I don't think I have the utensils to eat my food anymore.
What is troubling? Could we get Sen a replacement, please?
San says, "Yeah, no problem. Just as soon as the wait staff stops panicking and comes back. Might take a moment. Sorry about that."
Well, that's what I get for throwing my knife at a gunman.
"You threw your knife at a gunman?" says the Green Twi'lek.
They really are quite something. And you should see them do the paperwork.
What was I supposed to do? I don't have a gun.
Sandcast says, "Oh, by the way, this is the police commissioner who's decided to grace us with his presence. This is Gil Loeb. Gil Loeb, this is my friend Antuxa and her friends."
Ram will wave with one hand while holding the other guy up with the other hand. Zafani. That name. It sounds like it's space Italian.
Wasn't Italian.
That was not in character. I don't believe space Italian is canonical to the Star Wars universe. It'd be great if it was.
Who knows? Too late. If you use the voice, I may take it as...
Ellie's right. It's where you get pizza.
Yep.
All the best pizza places have the chef speaking Spitalian.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's from, the planet's, no, I'm not going to do that one. Yeah, space.
The
space
planet
Italian.
Romulus?
No. The planet Ravioli. No.
Utini. It's amazing how we ever get the plot to move forward with all these side passages we take. Meanwhile,
That's why I put them in the chat.
Yes. And then
And then you read them anyway.
That's because they're funny. But I'm going to be good about that one because that joke is very, middle schoolish to me.
Yes.
So I cannot.
well, there's some middle school conversation happening right now between
They
your
are trying
NPCs
to be-
specifically.
Yeah, they're trying to be middle school tough guys, but the conversation is very clearly that Police Commissioner Gil Loeb wants Sandcast to have trouble with his girlfriend and feels like harassing him about it, which
That's
is,
not very kind at all.
No, well, one gets the impression that this is the sort of petty thing that he thinks he can get Sandcast on.
I didn't know
Alas.
getting your girlfriend angry at you was a crime here.
Well, alas, Ran, your friend there is getting fingered, so to speak, as the guy who he's been tattled on. He was the one who's shot first. And then somebody apparently threw a chair at him and it knocked him off onto the stairs. And now he's apparently got a concussion. Is that the way that things happen entirely? Yeah, well, witness.
That's the way people are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it all happened so fast.
it did. It really did. Second by second.
What I do know is that even though it all happened so fast, it seemed like it took hours and hours for it to resolve.
Time works that way. It just sort of compresses weirdly.
It's almost as
Ran
if there were
is-
so many people in the combat tracker.
So many. That's true. I'll remove some people from the combat tracker.
Each person gets removed. It's like, I'm free! I'm free!
Well, that one's removed because they're unconscious. You are permitted, Ran, to go where you will.
Well, it sounds like Stefani has his work cut out for him, but I'm fairly certain that the cops won't just let him die because that would be kind. So I'm going to go over to hang out with my new and current friends. Yeah.
Zoom.
Is the long slug thrower still there on the ground?
Yes, although eventually a cop will come and pick it up.
I didn't do this on the map, but I do take a detour to pick up my drinks. So now I have the drink in each hand as I'm over here at the table talking to everyone else. Look, I paid for them.
Cops are coming in and moving about and taking statements. As you are all going about, the Twi'lek gal is composing herself. Staff are moving around, helping tidy up, asking people if they are going to be staying and they can refresh the food. More cops are coming in through the back door. I'm also going to drag these two out. Yes,
A
you
single
can
cop car
move through
pulls up.
there.
20 cops jump out. They are all dressed like clowns.
Well, you never know. There. The servers are going around. More cops are coming around. A doctor will come and see to the singer, etc.
Good.
Yes. There's a cop who comes over after a bit and says, "Sir, there's a dead body back there. Looks like someone shot it with some kind of laser blaster." Laser blaster?
They
Yeah,
make
it's not
those?
as, it's not as messy as a regular blaster. It's a blaster. We'll find out when the autopsy happens. You know what happened, Sandcast? Sandcast. Do I look like I was in the back room? And you people know what happened?
Then shrugs.
First I knew of anything, I was walking through that door at the back of the stage. Actually, from my point of view, I don't think... No, I did not see the body.
Nope, you did not.
Ren has an appropriated memory because so many people have been talking about it.
I will end the combat. Empty the combat tracker.
Good
and I'll
news,
just have to
everyone.
keep track of you
We're
around
out of
the-
combat.
Yeah.
Now,
Bad
as
news, I
tradition
don't have-
states, we will all talk over one member of the party, not letting them get a word in edgewise.
Fine. I'll put you all back in a combat tracker. There. That
But now it's a much abbreviated combat tracker with only 6 people, some of whom are not going to have a lot to contribute to the conversation.
Indeed, and I'm not going to go click. I am not going to tell it to begin combat. I'm just going to put you in the combat tracker, and I'll keep track. Sen, you get to make any further comments after the shrug, if you care to.
Sen does not really care to.
Okay, Ran, are you going to say anything to incriminate yourself to the cops?
I've already given my statement.
And Tuxa, the brains of this operation.
Well, Commissioner Gilloa, it sounds like you do have something that you need to go deal with, and I'm afraid we just don't have any more information for you. Yeah, we're not the people you're looking for. You can go about your business.
Ram will sip his MRE. Because that's what we called the drink that he has.
That's right.
Yes.
I imagine
They have
every
a lot
time...
of them.
Yeah, every time he takes a sip from the MRE, he's reminded why he doesn't drink alcohol usually. And then he takes a sip of the water. But every now and then he forgets which glass is which.
I mean, they have a lot of MREs. There's the margarita ready to enjoy. There's the mojito ready to enjoy. Mojito.
The mimosa
Mojito
ready
ready to-
to enjoy.
Yep, mimosa ready to
Martini
enjoy.
ready to enjoy?
Martini ready. Yeah,
The
see, there's several
MRE
of them.
ready to enjoy?
Well, that's what they call them, MREs.
Yes,
The
but this
Manhattan
one...
ready to enjoy, which nobody knows what it's named after.
It's named after a person who makes head coverings, of course. A guy. Manhattan.
I thought it'd be Manhaberdasher.
That too.
Anyway,
Anyway. He tries to resist your mind tricks and finally goes, yeah, I am just too busy for this. Another time, Sandcastle, send somebody take a statement some other time when you're not busy with two girls.
you can move along, sir.
He does. He goes over to talk to assorted people, including, I'm going to drag him across the place to go talk to these people. You hear him say, "Hey, Mick, start singing." Okay. Go, Sin.
And Tuxa, so sorry to have left you to deal with all this.
But no trouble at all. I'm having a delightful time.
Had to check for more gunmen.
Understood. One can never be too careful.
You find any? Asks Sandcast.
Then tweaks their brow at him.
You find any other gunmen?
Both of these are Twi'leks, so I'm imagining Sen being tempted to say something where the rest of us will have no clue.
Yeah, well, my Leku are in view of the
Rest of the room, and there are a few other
Yeah.
Twi'leks around.
Well, they're all...
including the police commissioner.
You're facing away from them.
My Leku are not.
Oh, that's right. Your Leku normally T-pose.
No. No, I don't think so. There's no T-pose on Leku.
Okay, that might be the
I'm-
episode title this time around.
I'm facing Sandcast. My Leku are therefore facing the rest of the room. Anyway, Leku aside. I'm sure I didn't.
Well, I'm gonna have to figure out who sent Zafani after me. 'Cause that guy wouldn't have done that just for free. He would have done it for cheap, but not free.
Well, we were hoping to talk to you, but not under these circumstances.
Can't imagine you want to talk to me under these circumstances. Place is crawling with the cops and...
Yeah, I don't think anyone usually wants to talk under those circumstances.
Well,
if you hadn't
why
been
don't we go
distracted-
see these
Hmm?
artifacts of yours? And perhaps it's someplace a little more private, where there won't be quite so many prying ears.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just wish I know who paid him calling. I haven't ratted on anybody. Somebody pay him to try to make trouble between me and the Barikti people? Barikti boss? That made no sense.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hmm?
There's an old building that I visited earlier today.
Yeah, earlier today.
And I found the most interesting things there. But one of the interesting things that I found that, well, in fact, I'm surprised these fellows aren't there now. Someone intends to blow it up. Quite a bit of explosive hidden around the place.
Ain't me.
And not that it needs any encouragement.
Which building would this be?
I'm sorry?
Then
Don't-
don't remind me.
Then, who crit failed a perception roll apparently because they went partway through the floor. Sandcast looks kind of perplexed. He's clearly thinking about, I haven't ordered any place blown up. What kind of stuff you find in it besides explosives? Think it's one of my places?
Well, I wouldn't know. It was gated off, but the gates weren't particularly a hindrance.
I can think of about 5 places that fit that description.
Let's see. Well,
Rand pulls up the address.
I have been
Side of a fancy magic show. Sorry.
indeed. I had been directed there by a connoisseur of of stage magic, who indicated that there was something there I might like to see, and it turned out to be a statue of.
Covered in mirrors.
Why, yes,
Ancient Togruta demon.
yes, it's said to come out of some mirror.
Well, it didn't. Yeah, I might think about blowing that place up. You say somebody's already going to do it?
Indeed. It was the what were their names again? Starts with a B. It brought it to mind. I seem to
Barekti's
recall they had
boys?
Barekti, yes. I seem to
Yeah.
recall they had something to do with that.
Yeah, well, they're the ones who got blamed for blowing it up the first time when that got it all abandoned and stuff. Because, well, reasons, politics.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
but
I don't care
I
about the
thought,
building. I care about catching that Ebony Veil guy. He made me look bad in front of Boss Barekti there.
now, Rance, and that's not the first time we've heard that name either, is it?
No. The player's totally blanking on the name. It's been months. But Rand knows. That's not the first time we've heard that name.
Ebony Veil is the guy in the mask who orchestrated the whole
Ah, yes.
ritual thing.
Yep, Hurston
I think they
told you
might have
this.
done a little bit more than that, but that's not a conversation to have here.
We can
Indeed.
talk about Tuxedo Mask later. He didn't seem to do anything.
Shit. The ritual didn't do anything.
That's what we want to talk
Well,
to you about.
Shall we go somewhere where there are fewer enforcers of the state? And
If you can... Yeah, let's give
make
it a
a
shot.
path?
It's okay. I'll have one of my guys go up. He gestures to one of the bodyguards, and I'm going to switch to Theater of the Mind, who will, in fact, go and head out. And despite the cops wanting to complain, it's like, you know where to find me. You can call me up. I will give a statement. I was the one being shot at, etc. You can make your escape. I do not have.
You don't need to see our identification.
Ren will still pay his tab.
They do not need to see your identification. You made
And yes,
your
of
mind
course, we're paying for the meals.
Yes. You do get an offer from the clearly shaken Twi'lek gal to, she can have something boxed up that they can you can take with you, and if not, then the next time you come in, it'll be on the house, because etc.
Sen, I know you didn't get to finish your meal.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ain't your fault
right.
someone came in with a gun.
This place is supposed to be safe. I pay people off. Sandcast does pause to pat her on the shoulder and say it's not her fault that a freelancer got stupid, etc. They're friends, but not friends.
Not this again.
No, that's just that's just the that's just the GM.
Yes. Like I said, this is the kind of conversation that prevents me from ever chaperoning any of our school dances.
Mm-hmm.
It's I've seen them. It's all the kids hanging out in their individual corners. You'd think that a gym only has 4 corners. No, they make additional ones. To stand awkwardly.
Uh-huh.
I don't need that.
Since, amazingly enough, I do not have a map drawn up for Sandcast's place, he has a nice, well, it's actually, he owns the apartment building. You get the, he's got the penthouse suite, and a lot of his bodyguards apparently also have quarters there or offices, so they peel off after a bit and let the the 5 of you head up. Hello, Percy.
I heard that sneeze.
I'm glad you heard that sneeze, because it was certainly a magnificent sneeze. Snurp, snurp, snurp.
Bless you, little one.
Cat. Don't mind me. I'm just sort of. What are you coming? Oh, he doesn't want to be fed. He wants to come sit next to me and be petted and make horrible noises. Okay.
As one does.
So, as one does, Cassie is allergic to perfume clouds someone left behind in the elevator. Apparently, although she would never be caught dead making these horrible noises, but possibly the sneezes. You go to the place. It's a nice location. He has a good bar. He will offer drinks to everyone. He has some droids around to assist with, serving people drinks and, the little astromechs that are fitted with the trays and whatnot. And do the, sit down. There's all kinds of stuff around. And Tuxa, this place is, well, it's about like you heard from the various people who have told you about Sandcast. He is, connoisseur would not quite be the right word. Collector would be, of occult things. The various religions of at least a dozen different species, and split that into religious groups of 6 or 7, etc. Symbolism, culture. What would you like to know? You made that by 1.
And then occultism by 3.
And I see it. Occultism by 3. He does not have a functioning occultism skill. He probably knows a lot about myths as well as things that aren't so mythological. He's clearly fascinated by this stuff. You can get him talking, and he will. My occultism is in the shop. He knows a lot about each of the pieces. He's researched them. Some of them even have nicely, typed up little cards to display in front of them, or tiny little holo things you can scroll through to read about their mythological and or historical value and background, that kind of thing. So he's got a lot of stuff, but he has no idea what works and what doesn't work. Most of it appears to be concentrated around luck charm type stuff, good luck, protection,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. And he will tell you about the Terran, Lucky Gizka foot tradition, and you get the idea. Detecting disturbances. Some of his stuff has a little bit of, someone might have imbued that as an artifact. Some of it, no, it looks nice. It looks like a very authentic looking replication of an ancient holocron type thing from a completely different tradition. It's a very good replica. It's not a holocron. Made it by 4. There is the faintest. It's like when you did that with Hurston. Hurston had a slight weird disturbance just coming from him, and something as if there was a force connection going on. You're getting the same read off of Sandcast, and I assume that you were looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting the same read. There's a force connection leading somewhere.
That tracks.
Also, Sandcast does have a bandage over his thumb.
As expected.
As expected.
Oh, at the moment, I'm just letting him lead me around.
He will be happy to show you all of his goodies, and if you happen to drop any comments about what you know about them historically or whatnot, he is delighted to chat with them. This is his extreme, what's the right word? Extreme special interest? No, it's worse than that. He seems to be under the impression that all the mystic traditions must be real. Every single one of them, including the one by a weird little amphibious people who believed that the bubbles that happened when one of their pets passed gas underwater could be read to determine the future in the way that they went up through the water and bubbled onto the surface. And he's got a little aquarium with some small versions of the animal there
That
he
is
carefully
not
feeds.
not stranger than existing Earth divination tradition.
It is not, but it is certainly one that Antuxa would find to be a bit
Out there.
it's rather unlikely that people who were not already seers would get any benefit from this.
Hmm.
There is certainly nothing special in the Force about the little creature that is puttering around and occasionally passing gas out the rear end that makes bubbles. There is, however,
I
a
will
little...
hold my tongue.
Yes. There is a little thing there that will display a computerized interpretation of what the bubble patterns mean. A lot of them seem to mean that it is a time of plenty and the crops will be good, which is probably because if you feed them enough, they pass a lot of gas.
Indeed.
So, Sen ran while Antux is schmoozing, possibly with Cassie on Sandcass's other arm. Do you have anything you're planning to do, or are you just letting Antux schmooze while you have a drink?
And it's a water. I'm on the clock.
You can get various flavored waters. There's fruit
No,
water,
regular.
there's
Plain,
basil water.
plain filtered water.
No fizzy?
No fizzy.
No fizzy.
I'm going to try to find something that would be interesting to poke.
Define interesting.
Not furniture.
Probably a good idea.
Not one of the security guards either, probably.
No.
They peeled off. They are letting their boss have his privacy. They gave you some slightly dirty looks as they did so with the, if you kill our employer, then we will be extremely wroth about losing our jobs.
Oh, poke Sandcast.
Oh, I didn't register that the security guards left. I should have gone with them. Oh well.
I mean, if you want to have done so, you can. If you all kept to guard and to stick around to guard Antuxa, then they would have let you.
I will not retroactively go try to chat with the quote other unquote bodyguards.
Okay.
I mostly mean anything Antuxa takes an actual interest in, or I doubt there's weaponry on display or anything, but anything here that looks like it might have a history that I could touch without there being a problem.
There's a bowl that is filled with water that has some special salt sprinkled in it, and supposedly if you wash your fingers in it, then it brings good luck. And that one is very easy to touch and is actually one of the things that may have it's got a very faint fading luck isn't quite the right word. It's something that maybe if you were staring into it enough, you could get an assist with being a seer, maybe. It feels like a bowl of visions, not a bowl of luck, but it has passed through many hands.
Alas, it doesn't tell us much about anything that's been going on.
Actually, made it by 2. That's most recent things. There is something a bit weird about the water, but you can't really pick out what because you only made it by 2.
I bet I know what though. I bet he washed his finger in it after he cut his finger.
Very probable. You can play with it more if you want.
I'm not the one with occultism.
There is that. You can stare at it thoughtfully if you want, or try to get Antuxa's attention. Antuxa, What you're getting from Sandcast is that Sandcast has absolutely no discrimination in truth versus anything. Made perception by 2. What are you perceiving?
Sen's focus.
Sen is apparently staring at the bowl and then glancing over at you and staring at the bowl, I assume. Occultism made by 4. Okay, what are you occulting here?
Bowl.
The bowl looks appropriately old. It's made out of glass. It has various... It looks like it was created by someone who had molded heated a glass bar and sort of coiled it around, not just in a simple spiral, but in various occult patterns of some kind or other. You would not at all be surprised if you learned that it was made by a species that looked like, snakes or long lizards or something, because it has that kind of weird feel to it. It has a few little chips here and there. It is possibly one of the things that had just the faintest resonance of disturbance to it.
Interesting. I will ask Sandcast to tell me more about the bowl.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, it's supposed to be good luck. You put in the special salts that come from a it's got salt all over the planet. I forget what the name is. I forget, the GM forgets.
Planet
there's
Himalaya.
a planet though that yes.
The salts are specifically pink.
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
The planet with salts all over it. Great.
Crate. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you have crate salts, especially the slightly pink ones, but it doesn't dissolve with much color. If it does dissolve with a lot of color, then you gotta scrub the whole bowl out. And you're supposed to wash your hands in it for good luck, and he's pretty sure that you can get some good luck off this thing, because whenever he forgets to do it, something bad happens. I mean, not all the time, but enough of the time. It probably helps a little. I mean, he washed his fingers in it before he left this morning, and you people came along and saved him from getting shot, apparently.
He has a wound on his thumb, and he washed it in salt.
It stung.
This guy's metal. Or the apartment is heavily soundproofed. Or everyone knows what he did.
Well, you'd have to ask the bodyguards now, wouldn't you?
No, they would be professional and not tell. Probably.
True. And, he's got some other stuff that suggests that, maybe instead of hand washing, it was supposed to be you dip your fingers in and you draw markings on your face or something. He's not really sure about that. He tried it. It just kind of made his face wet. It doesn't seem to have done anything about the luck. He can go on. He'll tell you who made it, etc., etc.
Pardon my getting to the point, but you washed your finger in this after you did the ritual?
Yeah, it stung. Salt's good for wounds. It cleans them out.
It left some kind of trace.
Blood?
Not blood.
I should have ditched the I can't remember if I ditched the water. Sorry about that. The salt ought to keep it pretty clean, though.
No.
We need a spiritual autoclave.
And Tux is not the only one here who knows a few things, even if she's the best at it.
Oh, mighty glad I met you people.
We're glad we met you.
Something wrong with the water?
We think that ritual you did didn't just not work so much as might have been poison to begin with.
Don't think I've got any poison. Haven't felt bad. I haven't dumped it enough. It's just a little wound. I haven't dumped any colto on it yet.
She'd explain it better than me.
He blinks over at Entuxa and shrug.
Let me take a look, dear.
Sure. He will hold out his hand.
I will carefully unwrap the bandage.
There's a little wound that, it's just a little cut. Yeah, he kind of sliced his thumb, not deeply, but there's a fairly long gash there that has not been healing well, and the scar looks the scab on it looks kind of, you're not really sure, but refractive, glittery. It catches the light weird.
Sam, darling, would you get a photograph of this?
Yeah. If you don't mind.
He doesn't mind and will let you take, he shrugs and holds it out. It's just a scratch.
I'm afraid it's a bit more than that, dear. Let me see what I can do for you to at least make it hurt a little less.
Made by 4. It stings, obviously. He goes, yes. Pause. Okay, yes. Oh, hey, it's sealed over. You sure that's safe?
Oh, yes.
That's
But,
that's a good trick. It's doing the same thing that Hurston's scar did.
Yeah.
It's shiny and even a bit reflective itself. It's like it catches with the iridescence of oil along the scar.
The other one was beginning to blacken a little bit, wasn't it? And to get veiny.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen what I need to see for now. I will let you and Cassie have the night to yourselves, but here is my comm code.
Of course.
If you start seeing that cut do anything out of the ordinary, do give me a call and let me know.
Will
There's
do.
something going on here, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that ebony veil.
Yeah, I got my people trying to figure out where Ebony Vale is.
Oh, if you find something out, please do let me know. I would be ever so eager to meet them.
After you're done meeting him, if there's anything left, I'd like to meet him too. Here's my private comm too. You need any help?
Ask about sorry.
Oh, no, by all means.
We did originally show up looking for a specific thing.
True. And I should ask about that.
If I've got something that you all need, I think you saved my life back there. At the very least, you saved a lot of people, because Zafani is not subtle.
Indeed.
He would have shot up a lot of the place, and
Well,
he had a real good line on me. What can I get you?
yeah. She goes over and gestures to the not holocron.
Hmm?
We are looking for a device somewhat like this. And
Hmm.
I'll describe what I know about it.
Mm-hmm. You don't know that much. It's, in fact, the possibility of it being a holocron is possibly something of an assumption.
Yeah.
He's thinking. Yeah, might have been. I've heard about these things, and I'm trying to get more, and I haven't seen any of these coming in. Only thing that I've heard about is I had some people at the auction a while back, and somebody else got the mirror. Somebody in a shiny mask. And that's what Ebony Vale looked like in the holo. Shiny mask. So the mirror wasn't there. I thought it was like maybe he broke it up and put it all over the statue or something, but the mirror wasn't there. Maybe he's still got it. Maybe it's real. Maybe that's where he got the whole demon idea.
Fascinating.
I'll have my people keep an eye on this thing, or I don't know. Maybe it has secret compartments in it or something.
It could be.
My guy didn't get any. He didn't think it was that interesting. He thought it was bogus. I wouldn't have thought it was bogus. I would have liked the thing. But it was supposed to be from a. Well, Ebony Vale got it first.
Well, then I must redouble my efforts to meet this ebony veil.
If I get any leads, I'll call you.
Thank you very much.
And like I
was there
said-
anything else, Sen? Ren? It's been such a long night. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
You said that the effect of the ritual was something like draining. We should probably find the other participants.
Indeed.
I can get you an introduction to Berekti, and I don't think he's too mad at me that the thing was bogus. He's a good guy. I'm glad we stopped fighting each other. Don't know about if I can get you the others. They were, well, there's Boss Bampa, and there was a human. 2 humans. Bampa and the other guy. Well, no,
Well-
wait, 3, I think.
Why
One of them had
did
masks on.
everyone come out for that?
Well, I
Because
came out
everyone else
because
came out for it.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I came out because it was real mysterious, and it was this thing that had been, okay, they said he was just a stage magician, the guy who had the mirror, but what if it wasn't? What if it was real? It seemed interesting. So I came out there because I wanted to find out. And Berekti, he came out there because I asked him to come along because, I mean, if it was real, then he deserved to be in on it. And if it wasn't real, then, well, at least we'd, be able to laugh about it. And Banpa, I think he was there because, well, if it was real, then he kind of needs it. He's new. He only just took over his gang. The other 2 humans, I'm not sure about. One of them was trying to conceal his face with, those big old sensor visor goggle glasses things. So, I don't know. Maybe Berekti recognized him. Humans, they all look kind of alike. They're all, really narrow range of colors. No offense, sir, he says to Ran. But you're all like a narrow range of colors, and you've got the head fur, and that kind of helps, but you don't have any patterns. You don't have any leku. You can't, you all kind of look alike. I'll see if I can get the names for you.
I do appreciate it.
I'll get you meeting with Berekti as soon as I can.
Don't worry. I feel the same way.
Yeah, you've got... I'd probably be able to tell apart. I mean, unless everyone has exactly the same, eyebrow bits there.
Oh, I do try.
Like the jewelry. Good taste.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, we'll leave you to your night, I think. And we'll give you a call if we think of anything else, or if we find anything that you might be interested in.
Much appreciated. I'll do the same. Have a good evening, y'all.
And you.
The goodbyes are given, etc.
After we leave,
Mhm.
then turns to Antuxa. So I get the feeling that we might have to put on a show.
Indeed.
I am not leveling up my acting for anyone. Sorry. I'm perfectly
And
content
more
with
of
the
a
stage
show than I've already been putting on.
The entire criminal underworld here is mad for Force stuff. And we need to draw out this Ebony Veil person.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we sleep on it and think about what our plans are going to be, and then in the morning we can figure out how to, what is the saying, blow the roof off the place.
Isn't that scheduled to happen tonight?
That place didn't have a roof, darling.
It did. It was just part of the floor.
There's a little bit of roof left in some of the rooms.
I, for one, could use a bath, another drink, and a comfortable bed. What do you say we go back to the hotel and... Well, get rest, however we prefer.
That sounds like a great idea.
I'll call a taxi.
And you all fly off into the night.
Only 7 yards to the hotel.
Well, it's probably by a factor of something. There, now you're all rotated back. And on that note, we shall leave you going to your beds and snoozing, and possibly not even waking up when there's a large explosion back over at the warehouse at the Nizon docks. So, I think we'll call
was
it a
Empire
night there.
military. If you can't sleep through an explosion, you're not going to get any sleep at all.
This is true.
And I have earplugs in.
I was a Padawan during the war.
Yep. You're all sleeping, aren't you? This explosion does not concern you. You do not have a sense of killing intent or a danger sense going off. You all roll, you just sort of roll over and back to sleep.
We have white noise machines that we play that are just playing additional explosions and gunfire.
Detecting disturbance. And Tuxa, you have a sense as if a whole bunch of walls were crying out in despair and then suddenly crumbled.
And the despair was, oh no, not again. Seriously,
Pretty
again?
much. Crunch, crumble, the faraway sound of sirens very far away. You know, the usual.
And is it a divine or an infernal disturbance?
You think it's mundane. You think it's corporeal.
Is this something that only in-nomine people are gonna get?
Yes.
That makes it better. I'm just glad that I knew that it was an Innomine reference.
Good night, everyone. I've been with Crash and Ellie and Io, and does anyone want to plug anything? Io, you should do the plugging for me because I have Dickens stomping around on my chest.
The bathtub. Well, I am told that Io's mom writes hollow novels.
Oh, I wish.
I'll write regular novels.
I mean, they are ebooks. They are electronic, so I've not... I do have one that you can get that's a print on demand from Amazon, and it's technically the Portuguese translation, but it has both the English and the Portuguese in it, because I can't put that one up for free as an ebook in English, so there's a workaround. Amazon does not want to give me the ability to do free stuff unless I go exclusive, and I don't. So if you want to find all the places I'm at, you can go to elizabethmccoy.com. And speaking of other cool stuff that isn't exclusive...
Yes, you just need to go to the Space Internet, or Spinternet as it's called, and go to aaronbsmith.com/cogwheel to find all of these episodes that we put up there. You can also support us on Patreon, patreon.com/cogwheelgaming, along with other illustrious patrons, including Ellie, Shen, Walter, Liv Drummond, and patron emeritus Cindy.
Until next time, this is Beth saying, "Oh, Sandcast, good to hear you." People are, huh? All right. Oh, the warehouse, it did blow up, right? Good. Yes, I thought I'd heard it blew up. Good to know. Right. Okay. Yes, I can meet with those. All right. Yes, I think I can meet with them. I know a neutral location, of course. Good night, everyone.
So, here's the plan. We have a chair made out of sticks tied loosely together, and you sit on it. After we tell everyone that you are a god, and you will forgive them if they let us into the tribe, I use telekinesis other to lift you up and have you float around while you yell out, help me, save me. Or should we have a droid for that? I think it's better if we have a droid for that. What do you mean it's been done? We're in the past. It hasn't been done yet. Oh, good night, everyone.